Both players are ready. So, we're kicking off the top 4 of the Champions Summit. Warband versus Kirby. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, I think that's fine. Looks like it'll work. Alright, so Warband coming from Division 3A and Kirby from 4B. All the Division 5 players knocked out in the first round. So clearly, these guys deserve to be where they are in the higher divisions. But you know, I think at this level, the skill gap is not huge. So we could definitely see a winner coming from a division that isn't Div 3. But, you know, Tetris is a wild game and anything can happen. As Warband misses that tuck and is going to have to complete a few burns here. Nothing too scary, but he's going to have to burn this down. So... Alright, Warband going to go for the tuck a second time. I'm going to nail it. Not going to mess that up 2 times in a row. Kirby can knock down the Tetris. 141 for Kirby, 102 for Warband. So a little bit of issue for Warband at the start here, but nothing major. And he finds themselves well, they're not even behind anymore, but yeah, it's very close. So Warband remaining efficient despite all the burning. So Warband, being the roller in this matchup, does have a little bit more leeway when it comes to moving the pieces. But, you know, movement isn't everything. Stacking is definitely still an important part of Tetris, especially at this level where kill screen play isn't infinite, most likely. You never know, Warband might surprise me. He might just go on a crazy run to level 50, because obviously in CTL we have no line cap, so you can play forever if you are good enough. Both players set up for a Tetris. There's a Tetris Kirby, 282. And Warband with a Tetris, 267. So Kirby with a pretty efficient start. 307 through 65 lines, on pace for a 600k transition if everything goes exactly the same way as it did in the first half of level 18. Typically it doesn't, but in an ideal world, you'd want to have your second half of 18 be just as good, if not better, than your first half. Tourist, what's up? Welcome. So, I have been told that for this Champion Summit, this edition of Champion Summit, there will be a prize for the winner. So for Div 4 players that gets the winner's medal for Champion Summit, you will skip Division 3 and you'll get a free spot in Div 2. So definitely something worth playing for there for all the Div 4 players. And for Div 3 winners, if a Division 3 player were to win, they will get $100 from Tsugi himself. Because he couldn't think of any other prize. So that's what the Division 3 players are playing for, and Div 2 players playing, Div 4 players playing for a spot in Div 2, but Kirby is going to top out at 414. And Warband is good for game number 1. Kirby didn't even let me finish my monologue. But yeah, Warband is good for game number 1, and early top out to start things off. Probably not the way Kirby wanted to kick Champion Summit off, but, you know, it's okay. Warm-up's done, we go again. GG, go next. Yeah, so $100 to Div 3 winners, and a free division skip for Div 4 winners. Tugi said he is cheap, but, you know, $100 is nothing to scoff at, you know. It's definitely worth something. How's Christmas been? It has been a good time. Oh, look at Warband with the bits there. Showing off. Good time with the family. And now we're back streaming Tetris, so couldn't get any better, really. I hope yours also went well. Also, I know you really wanted Tugi to be commentating on Champion Summit. I'm sure he would have loved to be doing Champion Summit as well, but unfortunately he is employed and I am not. So he had to go and work, and I did not, which is why I'm here, and he isn't. So maybe he's in a better position than me. Probably is financially, anyway. Maybe I'd be better off playing in Champion Summit rather than calling it, but, you know. I don't mind doing this either. It's just as good. Warband throwing S pieces to the left side. Oh, a nice adjustment of the J piece for the T. And a setup for Tetris. Gonna get that Tetris. Get to 141. Kirby off to a pretty good start here as well. 161 for Kirby. And there's another one to go to 184. You drank too much, probably. You know, I've actually laid off the alcohol over Christmas. But for New Year's, that's going to be a different story. Might have a little bit of fun on New Year's, because I have not consumed any alcoholic beverages since I was at uni, which is like 6 months ago now, which is kind of crazy to think about. But Kirby with a square dependency, gonna take a nice double with the S piece. Warband is at 233 with a very clean board. Kirby is at 256, so it's about to Tetris lead for Kirby. Warband's stream dying a little bit, but we're back. It looks like everything's fine. Tiny Snowdrop, is this Dan commentating? Hi again. Yes, it is. Welcome in to Champion Summit, the semis and the final. Sorry if the title's kind of jank. I couldn't really think of anything to... I should probably put more information in the title. Maybe I should say that I'm hosting, but that will probably scare viewers away, because no one wants to hear a British person commentate. Alright, so 309 for Warband, 328 for Kirby. I was an emergency restreamer, needed in desperate times. Both players with very clean stacks. Kirby tapping the SP to the left side, getting a Tetris 376. Everything is better than an American. You are not wrong. The British are good at narrating nature documentaries. Yeah, I don't think I can compare to David Attenborough. But you know, a legend he is. You know, obviously that's who I aspire to be, so in like 30 years, maybe you'll see me on National Geographic. Yep. Alright, 453 with the Tetris for Warband. 452 for the Tetris for Kirby. So we are as close as it comes. And with that burn, we are tied through 100 lines. And with that Tetris, both players at 476, 140. So, you know, it is not even the same piece set, so it is just a very, very close game. But Warband now with 2 long bar dependencies, going to fill in the one on the left first, and can actually get a perfect transfer if the long bar shows up right about now, which it isn't. Oh, nice burn with the Z piece though. but that long bar dependency is just becoming more and more dependent. Like, it's gonna need multiple long bars at this point, but could just turn this into a center well, and that's exactly what Wallband is going to do. Wallband committing to the center well, having to take a triple there, no long bar. Oh, and an interesting burn with his Z piece, and had to block the well there. So Wallband, covering the well again. Probably not ideal. Has the center well open still though, and it's gonna get that Tetris 5:37. We're about to hit level 19. Wallband can go for this. Okay, it's gonna have to burn into level 19 at 5:38. And just going to burn down the center well as well. Kirby in a little bit of a mess right before 19. And it's going to hang the L piece. And that doesn't burn anything. And now this is looking dangerous, but can still survive. It doesn't get the long bar to the left. Has to open up the middle. It's going to do that. Transition for Kirby. Kirby needs a long bar. Al's going to block off the right side. Needs something to the left. Isn't going to get the Z piece over. It's going to top up 561. And Wallband with the center or Tetris. 598 is good. For game number 2, GG. We have readies from both players. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I counted down way too early, but it is what it is. If there's one thing I can say about British people is that they're very good at Fortnite accents, says Curie. I don't know if you've seen that meme where it's like kids in like preschool or something. I'm pretty sure they're American kids, but they get up and they start going like, I like Fortnite, I like Fortnite. I'm pretty sure they're American kids, so I don't think me as a British person can claim to be better at the Fortnite accent, you know. And as someone that can't really dance, Fortnite emotes are not the one for me, because I just can't do them. I'm sure someone in chat can do Fortnite dances better than me. But yeah, Kirby fighting for his tournament life now. Is 2 games down. Is going to need a reverse sweep here if I am confident in myself that I know the rules and that it's just best of 5. Because last time I thought it was best of 5, it was a best of 7, and then the player that was 3-0 up, who I thought had won the set, got reverse swept, so it was felt kind of bad because I didn't know the rules and it was probably my fault. But yeah. Okay, 20 Dan, my fellow British Dan, confirming to me that it is best of 5 all the way, which is very good to know. It's pretty important information. So yeah, best of 5 all the way, so that means that Kirby does need to reverse sweep here. So Wallband, and he needs to take one more game to move on to the Champion Summit Finals. And be in the shot for winning $100 plus promotion to Division 2, if I'm not mistaken. So we have 173 for Wallband. Kirby 155 in a little bit of trouble. And this is not the height you want to be at if you're 2 games down and you need to win to stay in the tournament. Yeah, already going to Div 2. I knew that, obviously. Because why else would he be in Champion Summit if you're not a champion of something? Alright, Kirby. Oh, getting that long bar just about into column 2 there. And it's going to get that Tetris. It's a scary moment there for Kirby, but it's going to survive. Wallband at 244, Kirby 189. And with a Tetris there to go to 212. Wallband with the Tetris 267. Torres says, found a VHS recorder and several family tapes in the house of my late grandma. So that was both nice and not nice. I hope you're doing okay. That is obviously tough news for someone to pass away, but I hope you are doing well. Alright, Tiny Snowdrop rooting on Kirby here. Obviously wanting the underdog to win. Well, you're the underdog if you're 2 down, right? Alright, Kirby getting a nice double there with that T-piece. Oh, the L-hang! Oh my god, this is dangerous now. Oh, nice S. That was very dangerous, and Kirby gonna have to sort this out because you did not want to top out early here. Oh, and a misdrop. Oh, and missing the T-spin. Oh, it's just gonna top out here at 289. And Warband is good, gonna complete the sweep over Kirby. Probably not the way that Kirby wanted to play that game out, but that's gonna be it for Kirby and their chances of winning Champion Summit. So Warband, you're good for game number 3. And you're going to move on to the final to face one of Mel or Dylan Armstrong. Controller issues the past few days or weeks or whatever, and has apparently fixed them, so maybe we'll see some quality gameplay from Dylan. Mel's controller looks fine from what I witnessed in the warm-up. So we have 2 players that are ready. So the second semi-final between Mel and Dylan in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Intoniso got 3 questions right. Rocco came in clutch afterwards and got 5. Not bad. Doesn't that mean they get the same, like, score if they get the last question wrong? Or is the 5th question the 32,000 one? I can't remember the structure of the game show. 5's like the checkpoint, I think, no? Or is that wrong? Was it 1,000? 5 is 1,000, no? I've forgotten. I haven't watched the show in so long. Yeah, 1,000 points. Yeah. And with your show versus... Well, when Intoniso came on, did you do it in English or did you do it in Portuguese? Intoniso is Brazilian, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Anyways, we have 81,000 for Mel. 115 for Dylan. Mel building on row 2. He's going to fill in the long bar dependency. This is the first time I've really seen Mel roll properly, I think. I've probably seen bits of it in CTMs and stuff, but I've never really seen Mel play all that much. So this is going to be a surprise to me what Mel can do. Obviously, we saw a flash of 29 play in the warm-ups, but, you know, a full game is very different to just doing 29 starts for whatever reason. If you played the game, you'd know. So, yeah, 18 start for a roller that I don't know too much about. It's going to be interesting. You tried your best so that he could understand what was going on. No, yeah. I don't know how good Intoniso's English is. But yeah. How do you Brits call that thing to stand on and weigh yourself? Scales? I think is the word that you're looking for. There's a Tetris for Mel, Tetris for Dylan, 202 for Mel, 257 for Dylan. Yes. Really. We call it scales. Like, what do other people call it? Is that not the default word? Well, it is the default word. If you just say anything else, it's just an adjustment, right? And sometimes adjustments are bad. Alright. Oh, Dylan up high. Very bad parity on the left side. Gets the long ball over to the right and gets the J to the left. And a T, perfect for the left side. So we're going to need to burn this down, and it's going to open up the right-hand side. Going to burn with the T. Not going to take too many risks at this height. Going to take a nice triple. And a nice burn there is going to get out of it. And there's a Tetris for Dylan. 319 out of it, no problem. And it's set up for another Tetris. And it's going to get that Tetris as well. Go to 342. Actually has a 50,000 point lead over Mel, who's up high and can't really burn. Oh, it's going to double flip the S piece. Gonna get the J into column 2 and 3. And this is going to be a little bit of a struggle now for Mel. Parity issues in a lot of the board. Is going to have to work this one out. Nice burn there. Nice double with the long bar. Well open. Gets the Tetris. 331 for Mel. And 390 with that Tetris for Dylan. Yeah, with rolling, I find, anyway, hitting 5 taps is so much easier than getting things into columns 2 and 3, because it requires 4 taps, so that's a lot of taps that you need to be precise with. So, you know, hitting that column is really difficult, especially when you're high up and you have, like, 0 room for error. Maybe you can get away with it on level 18, but level 19 at that height, if you miss it, then it's kind of GG. And 29, of course, if you mess that up, you're probably dead. You found that one two there. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. And you apparently lost 9.5 kg within half a year. That's pretty good. I wish I could gain 9.5 kg within half a year, because I'm 55. I hover around like 55 to 58, and I really want to get to 60 kg. And I feel like I eat, but I still don't put on weight. I just seem to burn everything that I eat. Don't really know how that works. I'm not too knowledgeable in that field. But you know, I'm trying to bulk up. Hopefully, like, Christmas dinner helped a bit, but I don't know if it has. I haven't actually checked recently. I'm gym bro. Man up. True. I'm hitting the gym, but I'm also very skinny. Alright, we've transitioned, so let's actually focus on the game. Dylan going to triple flip the J piece, so that's going to need some solving. And it's now long bar dependent. Mel going to transition 507, so about 60,000 points behind Dylan. But Dylan with all sorts of dependencies all over the board right now. Needs something to the left side, needs a 5 tap, gets the T over, still long bar dependent on the left. And it's going to throw an L to the left, and this board is not looking too good. It's going to rotate the J, going to need an L piece to the left side, going to fling a T piece over. It's going to slowly work on bringing this down. Hanging a J piece. Needs something to the left. Is going to hang another J piece and then a T piece on top of that. It's going to top out 577. So Mel with just one Tetris will complete the chase down. And that Tetris will do it. 591. And there's another one. And Mel going to take game number 1. GG. Now we have a ready from Dylan. And we have a ready from Mel. So game number 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Alright, so in all the games we've had so far, the player on the left is winning. And I guess, in a way, you would expect that, since the person on the left is the higher seed at all times in this tournament anyway, because we only have the top 4. So, in a way, it's not surprising, but at the same time, it is surprising, you know. You wouldn't expect the left side player to sweep every single game. And hopefully I've jinxed it, because I want to see some competitive games, right? You don't want to see sweeps, you want to see games that go down to the wire and double kill screens, double max outs, deciders, you know, all that stuff. But, you know, anything can happen. The game is random. Could bless you with beautiful pieces, no misdrops, or you could have the worst time of your life. So we're going to find out what kind of day these guys are having. Both players with the exact same score, with different line counts. How's that possible? But yeah, it's no longer the same score. Actually, it is. What the heck? Okay, never mind. No, it's not. 145 for Mel, 143 for Dylan. And obviously, tied scores very rarely happen. At the end of games anyway. During the games it happens. Especially at the beginning. Both players start at 0 points, you know. But, You know, it's very unlikely that games actually end in a tie. And if games do end in a tie, it's just a lose-lose for everyone, because it just means you have to replay the entire game, and it's just a waste of everybody's time. Like, imagine if a game went all the way to, say, Masters event game, right? It went all the way to level 39, and they tied. That's like, what, 11 minutes? That you just have to redo. That's despite it being very unlikely, that could throw off a few schedules. But then again, it probably wouldn't throw off as many schedules as no cap events. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we should tie games more often. Alright, Mel gonna miss the J to the left side. Gonna have to get a long bar over there. Dylan gonna score a Tetris to get to 312. It's 100,000 points ahead of Mel right now, and Mel, that S piece, setting up the L tuck on the left side. Tucking things on the left side, never as easy as tucking them on the right side. Tucking them right to left is significantly easier, just because it's fewer taps, and it's probably the more natural movement. And Mel, very awkward long bar placement there, but it's actually set up for a dirty Tetris, and oh, it's gonna block the well with the T piece, and it's gonna have to sort this out, because this is a dangerous position to be in. Would love an L piece right now. It's gonna get a perfect L for a triple. It's just gonna slowly work on bringing this down to a nice double with the S piece, and they're covering the well again. There's a long bar, obviously, as the well is covered. Happens every single time you play Tetris. Gonna open the well with that long bar. Let's see if Mel gets another long bar. Is gonna get the long bar. Gonna get the dirty Sentinel Tetris 258. And with this triple, is gonna be in a much safer position. Dylan, nice adjustment off the square for the Z piece. And isn't gonna go for a crazy Sentinel dirty Tetris, which is a wise move. But, you know, this stack does need sorting out, and this isn't easy. Just a string of crappy pieces, and you might die. But Dylan gonna survive that one with a Tetris. Very dirty center well, and it's gonna get a nice split triple, and can start building on row 2, and that's exactly what Dylan's gonna do. 425, so 90,000 points ahead. Gonna get a Tetris to extend the lead. 448 to Mel's 335. With pause and the Vandy breakdown, it's like 25 minutes. Given these are broadcasted late at night, I'd rather say IP Europeans. IP Europeans? What? Oh, RIP Europeans. Okay, that makes way more sense. Remember that time when Eric got colours? Like, it was so cool, but SV was waiting at like 2:30 AM to play his match, and then ended up losing. Like, it's just unfortunate, really. I would have rescheduled, but it's happened now. Nothing you can do about it. Alright, we're about to hit level 19. Tetris into transition for Dylan, 524, continuing on row 2, but deciding to just burn this down. Doesn't want an aggressive top out like in the previous game. Mel gonna burn into 19, gonna not flip the S piece, gonna cause a few issues. This transition to now 422, a sub 400k transition for Mel, so gonna have to play catch up here, or hope something bad happens to Dylan's side. Either an early top out or an extended dig phase. But Dylan looking good at the moment. 579, another Tetris go to 604 at the end of level 20. 170,000 points ahead of Mel, so Mel with a lot of catching up to do. Set up for a Tetris now, gonna get the Tetris. 457 for Mel. Oh, and Dylan missing the 4 tap of the long bar. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Gonna miss the long bar to the left side. Gets another long bar over. And gets another long bar for a Tetris. Oh, relief washing over Dylan's face there. Oh, and now Mel set up for an extremely dirty Tetris. Gonna bring it down with a triple though instead. That was really risky. And no time to react with the Corion. Gonna get a Tetris there. 499 for Mel. Dylan at 665 with another Tetris. Go to 693. Mel set up for a Tetris. Gonna get the Tetris. 529 into level 23 now. And Dylan playing very clean. 723 on level 23. Nice square placement for that L. And gonna get another Tetris. Dylan playing really clean level 19 speed right now. Mel with a J piece dependency and isn't getting the J. There's the J for the double after blocking the well with the L piece. On the S piece, creating a square dependency on the left side. Gonna get the square and the J tuck as well. Gonna get a Tetris. 575. Now Dylan in a little bit of a mess. Could clean this out pretty efficiently, but it's gonna miss a bunch of S pieces to the left side. And this is trouble now. Gonna get a T piece over. Would love a long bar in column 8. Gonna take a beautiful triple. Nice burn with the square. I'm gonna bring this down with that long bar. Mel at 585 isn't really closing the gap as Dylan continues to burn here, but it's now cleaned up the stack. Very happy with that one. A nod of the head for Dylan. Mel was able to score a Tetris, and there's another one to go to 649. Dylan at 810. On a double flip of the L piece there for Dylan. We're going to slow him down just that little bit more, and this might be enough for Mel to close the gap, but you never know with classic Tetris and rollers. We're in for an interesting end of this game, and there's a oh, missing the long bar. Didn't get the Tetris, but didn't get another long bar, but then hangs the L piece on the left, and now needs a long bar to the left side. And is the piece going to come? Gets a T piece over, and there's a few burns. Has opened up the left side. Oh, set up for a dirty triple on the left, and these S pieces not going to do for Dylan. And Mel needs 855. There's a Tetris from Mel. Needs 855. And it's going to need level 29. Oh, actually, might not. Just needs one more Tetris, I think. And we'll take the game. And there's a Tetris, and that's going to be it for Mel. The chase down completed, and a Kiltris to add on to that. Mel with a 380k transition. Managing to chase down Dylan in the post-transition. And Mel still going here. Let's see what he can do. And actually burning this down. Oh, no S piece on the left side though. And that might be it. Oh, never mind. What was I thinking? And what the hell? Mel is still alive. And is still going here on level 31. And is going to top out at 925. GG. Really good game there for Mel. And it's going to get the second heart. Very well earned there. Alright, we have a ready from Mel. So game number 3. Potentially the final game of this set. But, you know, Dylan not going to want to let that happen. So game number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Dylan playing a really solid level 18 in that game, but 19 not doing him any favours, and Mel was able to close the gap from 100,000 points, over 100,000 points, and take the game. And didn't even need the kill screen to do it, so it was just really efficient level 19 for Mel. It was a rough 18, so if Mel was able to get like a 600k transition, that could have been a 1.2 or 1.1 for sure. So clearly Mel has the ability to get high scores, but you know, Dylan definitely has that ability as well. But with that early S spin, not going to do many favors. Mel set up for a dirty Tetris, going to bring it down with a triple. Oh, and a nasty 2 squares there for Dylan, and needs a long bar, needs something to the left as well. It's going to get it. But these pieces are just not great for Dylan's board right now. Oh, and L is J dependent, and oh, needs squares now, Dylan. Dylan in trouble. Okay, gets the J in there. Needs something to the left side, and L piece would be really helpful right now. Gets the long bar to the left side, and a perfect double there, but this isn't over just yet. Dylan, a nice double there. Needs an L and a J. Gets a long bar. Still J dependent on the left side though. Gets a long bar over. Needs to be precise with these rolls. Can't afford any more misdrops at this height. But Dylan has that right side open. Can he get the long bar? Okay, gets the L for a single burn. He's almost out of it. It's gonna open up the right well, and it's gonna get the Tetris and set up for another. It's gonna have to cover again. And dangerous moment there for Dylan. But Dylan is now clean. And only finds himself a Tetris behind in pace. So nothing too detrimental, but it was looking scary for a second, you know. You don't want shaky rolls, even on level 18, because if your rolls are shaky in 18, you know, how are they going to be on the faster speeds, you know? Well, that's what you'd think, but, you know, some people are just better on faster speeds anyway. Doesn't really make any sense, but there you are. Their timing is just better on faster speeds, I guess. But yeah, 168 for Mel, 162 for Dylan. Dylan surviving a dangerous situation and only finds himself a Tetris behind. There's a Tetris for Dylan. So actually, Dylan's taken the lead here. But Mel gonna take it right back as Dylan ends up creating a hole because of a nasty J piece. Nasty timed J piece. J pieces are usually useful, but not in every situation, just like with every other piece. You know, sometimes your board just accommodates pieces better than others. Alright, Mel now at 239, 200,000 barrier crossed for Dylan. Gonna get a Tetris there. Mel with a bit of weight on the right hand side, so could either go for a dirty Tetris or just burn this down. Looks like Mel's just gonna go for the burns. Doesn't want to risk too much. It's 2 games up, so maybe you can take a bit of extra risk, but at the same time you do want to get the match done and dusted. You want to win the game. And I'm sure that's what Mel wants to do. Wants to make it to the final quick. But Dylan, I'm sure, won't go down that easy. Dylan gonna knock down the Tetris, take the lead back, 272 to 253. Mel takes the lead right back for that Tetris. So the lead just switching back and forth here. Very close, tight game, which is what you want to see. You don't want any rollovers. Well, you do, but not that kind of rollover. Oh, and Dylan misadjusting the T-piece. Ended up creating long bar dependency. Gonna knock down the Tetris, but it's gonna slow him down now. Because of those holes at the bottom. Gets back-to-back long bars. Could just start building on road 3. Okay, it's now set up for a dirty Tetris. Gonna get the dirty Tetris on road 3. Mel, very clean board with another Tetris. And gonna Aki bar that long bar to get Tetris ready. Gonna get another one for the Tetris. 350. So trading the lead right now. Mel setting up some awkward overhangs. Gonna get a nice C-tuck. And gonna tuck the L. Gonna tuck J. And would love another J or an S. I'm gonna hit the S pin perfectly. No problem. And center well Tetris there for Dylan. 371. And it's going to commit to this center well. Would love to get a long bar early to just transfer the well, but no long bar coming for Dylan. There it is. There's the center well Tetris for Dylan. Mel going to transition 424. Dylan about to hit transition with the next Tetris. Will be a similar score. Screen looker missing the tap. Yeah, imagine screen looking and not miss dropping. Couldn't be me. Alright, so Mel doing a little bit of burning here. This is Dylan's opportunity. If Dylan can buy a long bar right now, there's no long bar showing up, so gonna have to burn into transition. And it's up pretty high. Gonna take a nice triple. Okay, nice rotation of the T-piece to get that Tetris, but now this board is very dependent. It's gonna need some nice pieces to burn out of this. Sticking the J up, not always the best move, but sometimes it just has to be done. And it had to be done in that situation for Dylan. Has the well open, is actually ready for a Tetris. Gonna take a beautiful triple, gonna get a Tetris, 470. And is now in the lead by a Tetris. Mel with a misrotation of the T-piece, and now is in trouble. Nice double there though. And Dylan also misdropping a T-piece. Mel set up. Oh, and double flips the Z piece on the right side. Set up for a Tetris. An extremely dirty Tetris. Center well. It's going to have to cover up. And this is dangerous now for Mel. Very dangerous situation to be in. It needs something for that dependency. Gonna need a T-piece to the left. Gonna get the T-piece over to the left. And looks like Dylan had a hang of the L piece on the left side. Gonna have to work around that. Gonna get a nice triple to burn that out. Mel digging up high here. Flings the long bar over to the left. Gonna get another long bar over for a double on the right, and the L in there for a double as well. and almost decided to open up all that dirty center world. Just gonna burn this down. Doesn't want to play with too much fire. Gonna get the center world dirty Tetris anyway. 500,000 for Mel entering level 24. Dylan up high, has to block the well. Oh, and now long bar dependent, gets the long bar, perfect L piece. And tucks the long bar instead of taking the double. Gonna take the double now with that L piece. Gonna get a Tetris, 587 for Dylan. A crazy series of moves there by Dylan, but is gonna survive that situation. Mel gonna get a Tetris. 569. 7 lines ahead of Dylan right now. But obviously both players rolling, can play on level 29. An awkward S placement for Dylan. Missed the T-spin. And had a T dependency, would love a T double there. Takes the long bar flat. He's going to have to take a few extra burns. There's a nice triple for Dylan. And can burn this out now. Mel hits a Tetris to go to 666. Scary looking number there. And Dylan is actually behind now. Needs to play catch up. Needs to start scoring because this is probably like the most important time to score Tetrises. The Tetrises are worth over 30,000 points at this point of the game. Mel long bar dependent, column 3, gonna have to take a split triple down the right side. 714 into level 28. Dylan with an extra flip of the J piece. Now long bar dependent, column 2, would love that long bar. Is it going to show up though for Dylan? Gets the long bar and another long bar for a Tetris. 692 into level 28. Mel's board kind of messy and is going to be entering level 29 soon enough. There's a Tetris for Dylan, 729 into the lead by 1,000 points, but Mel takes it right back on the kill screen. And now is off and running on level 29. He's going to need kill screen points most likely to win this game. And Dylan Tetris is into level 29, set up for another one. And gets the kill tris to go to 802. Mel on level 30. And Dylan set up for another one. Hangs the L piece on the left. And trying to go for one final Tetris. Gonna miss the long bar to the right. It's gonna top out 803. Mel throws the long bar to the right side. Needs 50,000 points. Is on level 31. Gets the L for the single. He's 804. Can Mel chase this down? Level 32 now. 30,000 points he needs. And now chipping away. Dylan can only sit and watch. Mel going crazy on level 29. Level 33 at 785. Misdrops the J piece though. Oh, and this is a dangerous looking board. He's going to the... Oh, the Z piece could have gone left. Needs something to the left. Gets a long bar over. And another long bar over to the right. And brings this down. Only needs a few thousand points. Gets a double. And Mel, one more line. And he's going to get it. It's going to chase down Dylan. Level 34. Level 35. And Mel is going to complete the sweep over Dylan. A crazy chase down. Nothing Dylan could do. And Mel's still going here on level 35, getting a few extra lines. And... Oh, gets the double over for level 36. And Mel is gonna... Oh my god, what the hell. Imagine. Sidnev, eat your heart out. Mel's coming for the Dutch crown. But Mel, congratulations, well deserved. Very well deserved game. Striking fear into Warband's heart for the final of this Champions Summit. So that means the final will be a battle for a prize pool of $100. Both Division 3 players making it to the final. Yes, the Tugi. So, I'll set that game up. Yeah, if Dylan hit that Tetris at the very end, he would have taken that game. Fine margins, fine margins. So, Warband and Mel is going to be the final, so I'm going to set that up real quick. I have not been running ads, by the way, so if someone would like to do that, now is the time. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm going to switch back to here, and I'll set up the final. Be right back. Alright, we back with the final match of Champion Summit. You'd think we're watching Div 1 with the game that we just saw. Crazy chase down by Mel. Going into level 36. Ninja of Ninjas, thank you for the raid, party of 5, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, this is why I don't play CTL. I would get absolutely smoked. Me being behind the mic is way better for my mental health. Oh, but yeah, that game was crazy, and you can't really be mad at losing that one. I'm sure Dylan not too annoyed about that one. That was kind of a mental chase down. I know I would have choked it. I would have lost by like a single as I usually do. But yes, Wallban and Mel for the final of Champion Summit. Both players going into Div 2 next season. And the winner of this would win $100 from Ziggy's pocket himself. So, you know, very worthy prize. Academus is very annoyed. For what reason do you have to be annoyed, Aki? I hope you had a nice Christmas, or maybe you didn't. I think that would be like an Aki thing to do, just to not have a nice Christmas, because he doesn't want to. But yeah, I mean, Mel probably needs like a breather after that game, which I don't blame him for. And I'm gonna use this moment to go to the bathroom. Aki, you were with an Asian for a week. Oh, no wonder you're annoyed. As an Asian myself, I can totally relate. And before I go, do the match Reno. These guys won't get money, but Div 1 players get money, and Div 1 players probably want money more than other Tetris players. So, be right back.